Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with the review for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 5, Episode 8. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show starts where it kind of ended last week, which was with, the girls all in a tizzy about Mia throwing the water on Wendy. Mia wants to go home. Gordon has gotten her a ticket, and so far she is scheduled to leave out in the morning. Wendy says she ain't staying in that house with that bitch, because if she does, she gonna beat her ass, okay? You can forget about the political correspondent. You can forget about the professor, okay? When it all boils down to it, Wendy is Wendy, and it's always gonna be Wendy first. And if she see her, she gonna fight her, okay? So Wendy is saying that she's leaving too. Karen is trying to talk Mia down, okay? And telling her how, she shouldn't leave, that they both were wrong, and they both motherfucking canceled each other out, okay? But Mia feels like Karen should be on her side because Karen is supposed to be Mia's friend. Well, Karen is Mia's friend. Karen is Wendy's friend. And Karen just feels like they both were saying outlandish shit. And so, Mia threw the water. Wendy said what she said. It should be over and done. But nobody sees it that way.
Mia has this philosophy that since you are my friend, that you should be ride or die with me. Well, both of your asses are wrong. I am not the one that invited Charisse on my birthday trip. Do you have my back?
Anyways, the rest of the ladies are still there. Everybody is sort of kind of over what has happened by now. Okay, Ashley still feels like Mia did too much. Giselle and Robin still feel like Wendy had made the situation worse by not shutting up and kind of poking at the bear. Okay, and I don't care. I don't care either way it goes. Honestly, if Mia left the show, I'm fine. If Wendy left the show, I'm fine. I'm so over it. I'm just like, it's water. I understand that everybody's emotions are high right now. That day I would be pissed too if I was Wendy. But after that, the next day, I would have just been like, I'm going to be on this trip. That bitch better not come near me. I'm going to enjoy myself. Okay, and all that. But of course, we about to make such mountains out of molehills. It's like nobody got fucking punched. Okay? I'm just so not feeling like hearing about this fucking water for the next 7 weeks. Okay? I don't care. Wendy is saying she's not staying with somebody that assaulted her. When Ashley told her that Mia was talking about leaving, and Wendy was like, fine, she should, okay? Because, I'm not comfortable with being in a house with somebody that, attacked me. So far, this night anyway, Mia's leaving. Wendy is, I guess, leaving as well. I'm not sure if she's leaving Miami at this point, but she's leaving. But like I said, the rest of the girls are fine. Giselle was like, baby, ain't nothing coming between her and her dessert. All right, so yeah, she ordered her dessert and she's gonna eat it. When everybody gets in the car though and leaves, everybody is upset with Karen, which is always like the scapegoat. Mia was like, Karen was the one that could have diffused the whole situation. Really? You're going to say that Karen was the one that could have diffused it? Maybe you could have ignored what Wendy was saying and not threw the water on her? What do you mean Karen was the one that could have diffused it? If you wouldn't have did that, then none of the shit would have happened to begin with. And of course, Giselle can't wait. Because Karen is straddling the fence, that means she's not loyal to anybody. Well, maybe she's not loyal to anybody. Are you guys loyal to anybody on this show? Is anybody loyal to anybody on this fucking show? Okay. And maybe Karen is just sort of like, I'm not getting involved with all of the bullshit that you guys got going on. Like, it's always something every season. This is the one that we're attaching to this season. So, Karen's like, I don't give a fuck. So they get back home and, everybody goes to their respective areas. Wendy does pack her stuff and leave. Okay. She's not leaving Miami. Apparently she's going to get her a hotel room somewhere, but she's not staying in the premises there. Jacqueline is talking to Giselle and Wendy, and she's telling them how, just the whole situation as a whole is not good, and how, Mia, once she gets into this kind of mode, it's really no turning back. It's really, really a bad situation all the way around. Charisse comes and joins them. Okay, how's everybody doing? I guess Mia is just still trying to, she's fine for now, just trying to still come down from the night. So dramatic, you guys. But like I said, Wendy left. Ashley went to check on her. Wendy was like, I'm leaving. And that was the night. It's always a treat when the players meet. Now, the next morning, Ashley's outside working out, doing her yoga stretches and whatnot. Robin is calling and checking on the boys. How about Juan didn't make the kids go to school because he didn't want to get up in the morning. I was like, typical nigga, just can't get up at 7:45 to take the boys. So you just tell them to stay home. But what was interesting to me was the fact that the girls were trying to pressure Ashley to be on Mia's side. And of course, Ashley is like, I see the irony in all of this. Like, I'm not going to be on Mia's side because she was wrong. She shouldn't have threw the water. She was like, and I don't understand how they could have supported Candace when Candace was supposedly attacked. But when Wendy is supposedly attacked, then they have a different view. Okay, so no, Ashley is not going to allow herself to be pulled over to that side. Ashley has decided that she's on Wendy's side. Now, Mia comes downstairs and she has decided to stay. Okay, where's Candace? Well, nobody really cares where Candace is, but apparently Candace did make it in late last night. Candace was like, I don't understand what the fuck going on. Like, I was 6 hours that the ladies was separated from me. And you mean to tell me they was able to get all of this shit going just in them damn 6 hours? What the fuck is going on here? So we see a clip where Robin is actually updating Candace on what happened once she got to the house last night, okay? And Robin was just like, it got really bad, and Wendy and Mia got into an argument. There was all this back and forth, and Mia threw a drink on on Wendy. Okay, and Candace is just sitting there like, wait, what? Okay, and Robin was like, I got as much of it as I could on video. So Robin shows her the video, and we see Wendy yelling and going off on Mia and all that. And Candace was just like, well, she threw water on her. Of course she's gonna be going off on her like that. So you already know that Candace was automatically gonna be on Wendy's side. Okay, I don't even know why anybody thought any differently. And of course, Candace was like, well, Mia threw the drink, so Mia should leave. Okay, but this is Mia's trip, so Mia has decided to stay. Now remember, this is Karen's birthday weekend. So Mia was just like, okay, this is Karen's birthday weekend, and we're gonna make today be all about Karen. We're not gonna make today be about ourselves or me and everything that happened with Wendy. We're gonna make sure that Karen enjoys herself today. What's the plans for the day? She said she has fun, spicy things for her girl planned, okay? And of course, they're going out for dinner that night, later on that night, so everybody is supposed to wear white. In the meantime, Mia's gonna have her girl, her nail girl that she got in touch with out there to come and do her nails, because remember, with all of the ratchet activity the night before, she managed to break some nails. I was like, how you break nails and you ain't even got into a physical fight with somebody? Just too much. Of course, Karen was just like,
it would have really been nice if Mia would have gotten all of the ladies' nails done. Okay, it is my birthday.
But no, you get this dinner and you might not get that. So Karen is just like, you know what? She just wants her girls to have fun and enjoy themselves. But of course, there has been a damper on the night, because the first fucking night that they're in Miami, there was a big fight. Now, Candace joins them all downstairs, outside by the pool. And Mia was like, we're going to the Savoy Hotel so that we can enjoy a day party. So everybody at 1 o'clock, y'all be ready to go. In the meantime, folks is getting in the pool. Some of them are getting in the water. Some are just sitting around the pool. But we have a clear break. Certain people that are supporting Mia, certain people that are supporting Wendy. We have Ashley, Candace, and Karen over on one side talking. The rest of the ladies kind of in the pool or milling around the pool, okay? And when you have Ashley, Karen, and Candace as allies, it's a very interesting blend, okay? But I did like the fact that Ashley was like, I know that we have, our own set of issues, but let's put that aside right now and let's just deal with this issue with Wendy. And Candace agreed. So they was able to do that.
Well, I checked on Wendy this morning, and now it's my birthday, and I would like for all of my girls to be together for my birthday.
It's going to be very hard, though, seeing as Wendy is in a completely different location than everybody else. Candace is upset that Wendy has been ostracized. Of course, Candace is putting herself in Wendy's shoes in the situation that happened with Monique. So then Candace gets to crying because she feels like nobody cares about Wendy and what happened to Wendy. And, you know, it's not fair and this is hella triggering and all of that. So she starts crying. So I was just like, oh, sorry. Are we about to hear about Candace's thing with Monique? I really thought that we was past that. Okay, but Candace is crying. She's upset because of what they're doing to Wendy. And I'm thinking to myself, this is the thing that bothers me about like grown women. Like, people always be like what somebody should or shouldn't do. Okay, and it's just sort of like you're gonna cry over, you can't control the actions of anybody else but yourself. All right, the only thing you can do is choose to engage or be around that person or not around that person. But other than that, why are you getting this worked up about something that hasn't even happened to you? And, you know, I do understand that she's putting herself in that, you know, in that place. She's thinking about what happened with her and Monique. And we know she cried the whole time with Monique, you know, because a person can't use their words. Listen, I am from the school of everybody can say whatever they want to say. It's a free country, right? But you gotta be ready for what comes after you say what you say. You can't just say any old outlandish shit and not expect somebody to come back at you. Okay? And that is truly how I feel. And so the situation that happened with Monique and Candace, I know that me and a couple of the rock stars last week went back and forth in my comments about how I felt about what happened with Candace. Candace and Monique's situation, I'm not even going to get into all of that. But what I am going to say is, if you say what you say, you better be ready for the response, okay? And just because you have self-control enough to not hit somebody, you can't expect the whole rest of the fucking world to be that way, all right? Some people are going to fight you, and that's just what it is. So it's best to learn how to either not say the things that you say or be ready to fight. That's all it is. Okay, so I don't feel like getting back and forth with all of this shit, because last week Roxanne, you don't think that. There's no way that you can believe that Candace, when you asking for it, you soliciting something, it ain't nothing else I can do about it. Been like, otherwise like, well, okay, so I can't. I just honestly can't with this whole situation. So Candace is crying about it. She's upset about how they're treating Wendy. It's not surprising. They already didn't like Wendy. So what did people think that they were going to be? Y'all thought everybody was going to be on Wendy's side? Like Robin said, when the producers asked her, she was just like, well, I don't like Wendy. So that's the only reason why they're doing that, because they don't like Wendy. Yes, everybody is being hypocritical. Everybody is changing their minds and doing that is what they doing. We gonna be crying about it all. Child, I can't. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. So they decide to call Wendy, okay? Because Karen is just like, it's my damn birthday and I want Wendy to be there, so she's gonna be there. So they FaceTime Wendy, how you doing, babes? And she was just like, I'm okay. And they tell her that they're going to invite her to Karen's thing that day, even though Mia is going to be around, and Karen was just like, this is me. I'm giving you the official invitation. Okay. You coming to my birthday shindig. All right. So then Karen was like, well, I guess I better go tell Mia, since I've already made this decision. So she goes to tell Mia while she's getting her nails done. And of course, Mia's not happy about this. Mia's just like, it's too soon for me to see her. If I see her, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be positive. It's going to be probably more fighting. And Mia doesn't like the fact that Karen has decided to choose Wendy's side. Well, Karen is just like, Wendy is my friend, just like Mia's her friend. And she's not willing to, she still feels like everybody was wrong. So why we doing all of this? Okay. Mia keeps on saying she cannot be around somebody that, talks bad about her family. And the fact that Karen thinks it's okay that, Wendy had all that negative shit to say about Gordon. Mia was like, if somebody did that to Uncle Jessup, then of course, she would ride for Uncle Jessup. But no, apparently not. Karen feels like, somebody should be able to say those things about Gordon. So Mia kind of puts her foot down. No, she does not want Wendy to come to the thing. So then Karen goes back And they get Wendy back on the phone, and Karen was just like,
You know what, Wendy? Unfortunately, I must withdraw my invitation because I am not the host.
so now she can't have Wendy come. So and now we've got, like I said, our clear sides. We've got Ashley, Candace, and Karen. We've got Robin, Giselle, and Sharice, sort of, I guess, and Jacqueline and Mia over on this other side. And of course, when they see Candace over there crying, they're all like, why is she crying? Why is she crying? So she always cries. That's what she does. Fast forward to 1 o'clock, I guess, when everybody is leaving to go to the Savoy Hotel. Well, Karen and Ashley and Candace decided to go and meet with Wendy. Since it's Karen's birthday, she can do what she wants. So they're going to meet with Wendy ahead of time, meet back up with the girls later. Okay, that way Karen is able to spend part of her time with the group and the other part with, the other group. Okay. And so they're in the car, and Mia walks over to the car that they're in, about to go see Wendy, and she opens the door, and she was just, I just want to let you guys know that when you get back, you need to find somewhere else to stay. Okay? And Ashley was like, wait a minute, what? I said, we saw that black side come out on Ashley. She was just like, wait a minute, you are being super petty right now. That was like, how the fuck you gonna put us out of the damn house? Just because somebody don't agree with you? Like, hell fuck no. Candace was like, I'm not leaving. She can't tell me that I can't stay in the damn house. I was invited. Okay, and I'm here. As far as Candace and Ashley is concerned, they not leaving. Now, Mia said that Karen can stay because Karen had already actually came and told her what she was going to do. So Karen can stay. The other girls got to go. So she goes and gets back in the car. Sharice was just like, oh my God, I know she did not just do that. What did she just do? Okay. So she comes in the car and she tells them that she told them that they can't stay there. She's not paying for them bitches to stay in the house. If they want to be out there, then they're going to have to find somewhere else to stay. Karen can stay, though, because Karen had gave her a heads up. Okay. And everybody is just sort of like, boy, and I was just like, this is just getting bigger and bigger and just more dramatic. And it's so, I already know y'all gonna be in the comments like, Roxanne, you need to really be like, it's okay for somebody to be attacking you and somebody to do this and that. I'm just like, it's fucking water. Like, where I come from, I motherfuckers be getting fights. They be for real fighting. Give a fuck about some water. I'm not gonna be mad for 3 days and all that about some damn water. The next day it was just be like, bitch, stay away from me. And it ain't gonna be nothing. Okay? But all of this we doing, I was just like, ugh. And I was already thinking about y'all comments like, I don't even feel like it. This is the shit that makes Real Housewives so difficult to fucking review. Did I tell you guys about Giselle saying that she was sitting out at the pool and she looked up that morning and saw that Mia and Jacqueline were in the shower together? It's always some, some faux lesbian, kind of wants on these Real Housewives. Like, what is it about the women all getting together? Is it toxic femininity where they just get together and all of a sudden they loins, they sexual needs and urges just take over and all of a sudden they just want to be humping and hunching on each other? Like, how you turn gay when you just be around your homegirls like this? It's just sort of like, it just be so much. I'm just over the whole thing. So, yeah, no. Do you guys get it on? Robin, shout out to Alex. Rob wanted to know, okay? Do you guys get it on like that? Because Robin trying to figure out how she can slide up in it. All right, no. It's nothing like that. Even though they still don't explain why both of them are in the shower at the same time. I love my girls to death, but baby, we ain't bathing together. So then we see the girls in their 2 separate groups. So we see Ashley, Candace, and Karen at the restaurant. They're meeting Wendy there. Wendy gets there and, spirits is high. Hey, oh my God, you got your Versace on, blah, 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 blah. They asked Wendy how she's doing, and Wendy said that she was hurt, that she had been crying all night. That's why her voice was fucked up on the phone earlier, and that she just couldn't believe that Mia had threw the water on her. She felt violated, actually, but she said, I don't know why Mia's riding so hard for Peter anyway. And when I met with Peter, Patricia, that Patricia told me that him and Mia ain't as close as they used to be because they were all together on vacation one time and Mia did some old slick snake shit to Peter's girlfriend at the time. And since then, he been kind of cool on Mia and Gordon. Okay, now we don't know what Mia might have did, but the whole thing is we getting into all of these fights because of Patricia, who is a man who was not even on the goddamn show like that, Just the idea of messy ass Peter being around has caused all of this commotion, because he is a big part of the reason why we're going through all of this anyway. Always messy. Like Nene said, stop being a bitch. Child, we was mad at Nene for saying that back then, but no words are as true as those words that Nene said to Patricia. So anyway, at the same time, we see Mia and them over at the hotel or whatever, and it's just carrying on more and more. And Sharice is just sort of like, can we just drop this and have a good time? Ashley sent a text message that said, I think it's very petty of you to decide that we couldn't stay in the house just because somebody doesn't agree with you. Like, really? And so she sent that in the group chat. So Sharice responds and just says, this is Mia's assistant. Mia is I think she said, Mia's sorry about what happened the night before, and we're just going to move forward, in hugs and kisses or whatever. So they tell Wendy how, Mia has put them out. And of course, Wendy is pissed about that. Like, how is she just going to do that to you guys? Because that's how she rolls. The girls ask Mia if she's still doing the white party later on that evening for Karen. And she says, no, it just doesn't feel right anymore. Karen has chosen what side she's going to be on. Let Wendy take her to the fucking white party if that's what she wants to do. Mia's not doing it. But Wendy already has plans for the rest of that day. She has actually been invited with Candace to go to her session with Trina. Okay. Wendy was like, I'd love to go. Okay, yeah, come on and go with Candace. The rest of the girls, well, Ashley and Karen are going to go back and meet up with the, the rest of the group. So, we see them on the beach and they're flirting with some young men, that are in nice shape or whatever. Of course, looking like the thirsty ass bitches that they manage to look like all the time when there's a good looking guy around. It's just sort of like, especially Giselle. So everybody leaves their places. When Ashley and Karen get back into the vehicle to go back to meet with the other girls, Karen was just like, I have to respect the process. Neither one of them are there yet. Neither one of them. Mia's not trying to give, and neither is Wendy. Okay? So Karen is just like, them fine. They can fight and be mad all they want. So Candace goes to meet with, Candace and Wendy go to meet with little teeny tiny Trina. I didn't realize Trina was that small either, because I know Candace is short. And when she hugged Trina, they were about the same height, and everybody's like, oh my God, so happy to see you. Oh, I'm so glad you did this, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we hear the song when Trina comes in, and sounds good, and Candace is happy with it, and Wendy is feeling the vibe and everything. So actually this turned out to not be a bust. Wendy still was able to enjoy her day, albeit not with all of the girls, but still enjoying her time with Candace and Trina. Trina asked her how things been going, and Candace was like, well, you know how these girls are, honey. It's always stress. It's always some shit. But we here to do this music thing. So good for Candace. She was able to get that situated and settled with Trina. Back at the house, Karen calls Uncle Jessup, and he was like, hey, baby, I know I wish I could be there with you, but I sent you something. Did you get it?
Of course, baby. Look, I see right here. Look at my flowers. They're so beautiful. Thank you.
And he sings her little happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So, the ladies are just kind of around the house. Giselle was like, Karen, I wanted to talk to you for a second. Giselle was like, kind of like tipsy. And Karen was just like, did you guys get lit on the beach? And she was like, yes, it was very litty on the beach. There were men walking around with no shirts on. And all, yeah, that's what they do at the beach. It's called being at the beach. Ashley was like, I've never seen you drunk. And Giselle was like, no, I'm not drunk. The famous last words. But Karen is summoned to go in there and talk with Mia and Jacqueline. And basically, they're telling her that she has to pick a side. Well, Karen is not going to do that.
You know what, Mia, and don't do this childish shit.
Mia said, no, it's not childish. It's called being loyal to your friends.
Mia has a problem with, with friends, having to ask permission. Listen, the queen does not ask for permission.
Anyways, Mia tells her that she's not giving her a party. Oh, you ain't said nothing but a word. Karen was just like, honey, my man didn't send me flowers. Okay, I already had a cake and candles. I am alive. I'm blessed. I'm good. I don't need no damn party from you. Plus, you already fucked up the birthday anyway. Mia was like, I did? Yes, you did, with all of this carrying on. Mia was like, I arranged for a private cabana for you and we were gonna all get there and have a good time, and now you wanna come with this bullshit. You so concerned about Wendy, the wicked witch of the West. And Karen was just like, fuck this, okay? You know I don't do the childish shit. Okay, I'm leaving. And she walks out the door. And I was just like, oh, this is so stupid. So now I can tell you how it's about to go, okay? They're gonna be mad at Karen because Karen didn't choose Mia's side. Wendy is going to, you know, of course, be mad at Mia for the rest of the time. And this is gonna be the main focus though. Nobody else has anything else going on. I'm sure Robin is probably happy that the attention's been put on this, so we don't, you know, I mean, if there is some shit going on with Juan in the background, you know, she's probably happy that the attention is not going to be on that if that's bubbling up in the background. But yeah, I'm just over it and I don't care. And honestly, if Wendy was off the show, I'd be fine. Mia was off the show, I'd be fine. Like, I don't care. I just do not care. It's Christmas time, you guys. It's supposed to be a happy time. Okay, I've got time to be talking about these old bitter ass old bitches fighting over some goddamn water. All right, you guys, let me get on off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.